Welcome to the webinar Business Opportunities and Manufacturing Expansion in Thailand, organized by the Hong Kong Trade Development Council and Federation of Hong Kong Industries. I'm your MC of today, Hazel. To begin this webinar, may I first invite Mr. Peter Wong, Regional Director, Southeast Asia and South Asia, Hong Kong Trade Development Council, to deliver his welcoming remarks. Mr. Wong, please.
Dodi, good morning, everyone. First of all, may I extend a warm welcome to our co-organizer, Federation of Hong Kong Industries, Mr. Daniel Yip, and also our speakers from different industrial parks, from WHA, Amada, and Thai Chinese Rayong Industrial Zone. So it is a very good opportunity today to share with our audience how about the manufacturing relocation into Thailand. What are the opportunities and what are the other measures that you have to be cautious when you move your factory to Thailand? Actually, earlier in June, we have already started promoting Thailand business opportunities together with the Hong Kong government as well. And I remember that at that time in June, Daniel is also one of the speakers together with BOI talking about how to invest into Thailand. And subsequently, we also promote Hong Kong tech advantages into Thailand, especially in this COVID-19 area. See how Hong Kong tech can help Thai SMEs to better upgrade their business and to help them to better do their business. Right now, today, we have this also very timely topic about manufacturing relocation into Thailand, because as we all know, there's a global shift of economic around the world, and people are talking about, especially about the US trade tensions, that a lot of these factories from mainland China trying to relocate into ASEAN. And of course, Thailand is top priority. Because of why? Because they have several good reasons. First of all, they have a good infrastructure because Thailand has been developed for a very long time, and they have a good infrastructure and also good value chain supply. And second is also for the support from the Thai government, especially from BOI, Board of Investment, where they offer a lot of incentives. If you fit into that category, then you have a lot of different incentives that can benefit and can save your cost when you relocate your factories into Thailand. And third is also the commitment of Thai government to upgrade the manufacturing capability and also to expand and also to develop Thai into a modern and advanced manufacturing facility, especially with the Industry 4.0 and also the Eastern Economic Corridor. Together with all these factors, I think this is also a good chance for audience to consider. If you consider to move your factories into Thailand, then it is also a good choice. And later, we also have our colleague from TDC head office talking about the T-Box program, which will help you how to enroll into this program and then help you to how we can serve you better, because we have our advisors telling you how to do a business, or how to expand, or how to relocate factories if you have problems, if you have other issues, say for example, applying license and how to apply for BIO, etc. Then we can also help you to do this as well. So without further ado, may I now pass back the floor back to head office and also Daniel, sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. Next, may I invite Dr. Daniel Yip, Chairman, the Federation of Hong Kong Industries and co-convenor of the Hong Kong HKTDC Belt and Road and Greater Bay Area Committee, Industrial Parks, SMEs Manufacturing Partnership and Investment Task Force, to give his responding remarks. Dr. Yip, please.
Thank you, Peter. Distinguished guests, good morning. It is my pleasure to share with you my opinion about business collaboration between Hong Kong and Thailand, and what the Federation of Hong Kong Industry has done in this regard. Year 2020 is a year of challenges. The coronavirus pandemic has led to the most severe global economic contractions in the century. Worse still, the escalating China-US trade disputes are turning business operation of Hong Kong manufacturers upside down. In light of the current situation, the Federation encouraged Hong Kong manufacturers to explore overseas markets and new investment opportunities actively. Thailand is definitely among the top of the cities list for further exploration. I believe many enterprises and professionals from Hong Kong stand ready to unlock the potential and capture new opportunities with Thai companies. Hong Kong treasures Thailand as our valuable trading partners on its own and as an ASEAN member state. According to the statistics in the year 2019, Thailand was the 10th principal trading partners of Hong Kong, with the total trading volume of Hong Kong dollar 141 billion. Thailand was also Hong Kong's the 4th largest trading partner amongst all the ASEAN countries. Hong Kong also entered into a free trade agreement with ASEAN last year. So there's no doubt that the bilateral economic and trade relationship between the two places will continue to be strengthened. Actually, the Thai economy offers a lot of collaboration opportunities with Hong Kong. On one hand, with its national strategy of Thai 4.0 and the Eastern Economic Corridor, Thailand is determined to create a value-based economy, adopting the international standards driven by innovation, technology, and creativity. This will present unprecedented business opportunities for Hong Kong manufacturers. On the other hand, Hong Kong as the global financial and professional service hub enjoys a strategic position within the Belt and Road Initiative proposed by mainland China. We help the mainland China attract technology and investment from overseas and serve as a springboard for many mainland enterprises to go global. It will also bring Thailand considerable opportunities in developing strategic cooperation with China. In the past 12 months, we signed 4 memorandums of understandings with different organizations in Thailand, including Eastern Economic Corridor Office of Thailand, the Thailand's BOI, the Federation of Thai Industries, and last but not least, the Amata Cooperation. All these MOUs help foster our collaboration and exchange with Thailand in terms of trade and investment, and will pave the way for our members to tap into opportunities in enormous Southeast Asian market. HKTDC is also dedicated to help Hong Kong enterprises reaching out. Its Industrial Park Task Force organized a series of webinars introducing the industrial parks in ASEAN recently. So we have Thailand today, and we will feature other industrial parks in Cambodia, Malaysia, and other ASEAN countries later on. Further, on September 22nd, the task force will pioneer the first virtual mission to Myanmar, inviting manufacturers in Myanmar to share their operating experience. In November, another virtual mission to Vietnam will follow. So please stay tuned. As always, the Federation and HKTDC Industrial Park Task Force stand ready to support all the Hong Kong manufacturers in expanding their operation abroad. I believe that Hong Kong and Thailand can definitely achieve synergy through complementary cooperation. Finally, I wish the webinar today a great success, and all guests and participants have a fruitful and insightful morning in Hong Kong and Thailand. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Yip. Next, may I invite Ms. Dodi Lee, Customer Service Manager, Corporate Communications and Marketing of HKTDC, to give a brief introduction of the HKTDC's new initiative, Transformation Sandbox Program, T-Box. The T-Box program aims to provide assistance for Hong Kong SMEs desiring to expand their markets overseas. I'll now pass the floor to Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee, please.
So hello, everyone. So thank you, Peter and Dr. Yip. So my name is Dodi, and I'm the Customer Service Manager at HKTDC Hong Kong. Today, I'm very happy to share our new program, the T-Boss program to the SMEs who are interested in the Thailand market. So now let's get started. So what is Ladda T? So T means transformation of business, and it also means thinking out of the box. The most importantly, TDC helps SMEs. The T-Boss program helps Hong Kong SMEs to transform their business in the area of branding, e-commerce, new market, manufacturing relocations. So for branding, to help you to create a unique brand and to establish a differentiated presence in the market, the T-Boss program provides practical advice on brand building, marketing strategy, and intellectual property. So for e-commerce, if you would like to ride on the big wave of online business, you can also ask our staff about the latest market trends in online platforms, marketing, payment system, logistics, or discount packages from our program partners to help you tap into global e-commerce opportunities. So for manufacturing and supply chain solutions, so in order to deal with upcoming challenges, manufacturers are looking to less costly locations to diversify risks and penetrate new markets. Our business advisors, they are here to provide an overview of the manufacturing landscape, regulations, industrial parts in ASEAN countries to help you to making your relocation decisions. So new markets. We also help local companies tackle challenges and explore new markets. We provide market overviews, sales channels, and related business mission information for markets in mainland China and Southeast Asia to guide your overseas business expansion. So how does it work? So the first step, our T-Boss staff will work with you to identify your goals and to provide support over your 3-month period. We provide different services, including advisory service, workshops, government funding information, market knowledge, and networking opportunities. The program is offered free of charge and is open to all company registers in Hong Kong. So about our business advisory service, we have various professional institutions, chambers of commerce, business partners, government officials. They are all here to provide free advisory service for the T-Boss members. Our staff will recommend suitable associations to provide advisory support. So we all of our staff want to help you to capture the potential business opportunities for you. So as you can see on this slide, we have the big 5 associations, including the Federation of Hong Kong Industries, and also other industry associations like the Cross-Border E-Commerce Association, Hong Kong Exporters Association, ACCA, and Law Society of Hong Kong. So about our workshops. Regular workshops are organized by SME Center and also other HKTDC departments to cater the needs of the T-Boss members. You will have a chance to exchange views with the speakers on subjects associated with your needs. About market information. There are more than 3,000 online articles which you can find on TDC Research and Hong Kong Means Business websites regarding the industry and market trends. Our staff will pick some articles for you and to help you to make the best use of TDC resources. So about the government funding scheme, the Hong Kong government offers different kinds of funding scheme and support to local SMEs in order to facilitate their growth and development. There are over 40 government funding schemes available to Hong Kong SMEs, including the most popular ones, they are Bud Fund, that is for branding, upgrading, domestic sales. And also we provide information on EMF, the Export Marketing Fund, and also the TVP, the Technology Voucher Program. So how does this 3-month program work? So the first step, please talk to our staff to set your goals. The second step, our staff will recommend different events and services to you subject to your interests. The third step, start achieving your goals. So if you want to get started, please contact us and we will guide you through. So if you would like to know more information about our T-Box program, please feel free to contact us. You can also scan the QR code on this page to access our T-Box website. So this is the end of my sharing today. So I hope you want to know more T-Box program, and you can contact us anytime. Thank you. So I would like to pass the mic to Hazel, please.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. If you're interested in our T-Box program, please visit our hktdc.com for more information. Today, we are pleased to have invited industrial park representatives from Thai Chinese Rayong Industrial Zone, WHA Corporation, and a multi-group to share their insights in doing businesses in Thailand and what their parks could offer your market expansion in ASEAN, as well as practical advices for our fellow audience. Each speaker's presentation will be followed by an open to floor question and answer session. If you have any questions for our speakers, please type your question in the Q&A box at the bottom of the screen, and I'll direct your question to our speaker. Without further ado, let's welcome our first speaker, Ms. Guo, Sales Representative, Thai Chinese Rayong Industrial Zone, to give her presentation. Ms. Guo, please.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Here's the greeting from Thai Chinese Rayong Industry Zone. I am doing my screen sharing. Please wait a minute. I'm very honored to participate in the web signer. I will introduce some basic information about Thai Chinese Rayong Industry Zone, which I will call the TCR for simple in the next few minutes. I will introduce two parts to you. First of all is the overview of Thai Chinese Rayong Industry Park, and the second is about the overview of existing Chinese customer. Our corporate is corporate joint venture by Thailand Amada Group and the China Holy Group. So actually, Thai Chinese Rayong Industry is exactly inside Amada City, Rayong, which is located in the Eastern Economic Corridor area. TCR is the only one Chinese state-level overseas trade and economic cooperation zone in Thailand, and it's just 114 kilometers away from Bangkok and just 27 kilometers away the largest deep sea port in Thailand, Jiabin. Our total development plan is 12 kilometers squares and divided into 3 phases. And the first and the second phases is totally completed and sold out. Now we are developing 3rd phases. It's going to be 8 kilometers square. TCR was established in 2005, which is the year of Holy Group and Amada Group signed MOU. Now 15 years has passed. In in 2020, more than 150 Chinese enterprises entered our zone. We got comprehensive infrastructure facilities, including transportation road, natural gas, sewage treatment, electricity, tap water, and telecommunication and network 100% covered. Besides, we still got perfectly living infrastructure facility, including 24 hours hospital, apartment, golf club, commercial area, international school, commercial banks, supermarket, and other entertainment facilities. After 15 years development, TCR is still trying best to develop a comprehensive industrial estate developer. Now we are planning to develop our own international hospital and our international schools beside our commercial area. Besides, we still got our staff apartment, brand new modern shopping mall nearby, swimming pool, fitness, and Chinese bank near just near the our zone. And the second part, I will introduce some information of the existing Chinese clients. Since the start of the development, Thai-Chinese Rayong industry zone has successfully attracted more than 150 Chinese enterprises settled down in TCR. And companies in the zone has created jobs for more than 35,500 locals and 3,500 Chinese citizens. And the number of job creation is expected to exceed 100,000 in the future. The enterprises has invested more than 3.9 billion US dollars and accumulated more than 6 billion US dollar of output, creating a steady stream of tax revenue to Thailand. Our vision is to establish a comprehensive, including perfectly infrastructure facility and living infrastructure facility, industries town, not only industry estate. Nowadays, we got more than 23 provinces and cities, Chinese enterprises settled down in our zone. Here is some example of the customer in the TCR. And some pictures of the clients in our industry zone. Since the establish our TCR, we got a lot of support from both Chinese government and Thailand government. We believe under the support of both sides government, our industry zone can develop better and better in the future. And we still got Rayong Chinese Enterprises Chamber. Nowadays, Rayong Chinese Enterprises Chamber has more than 100 members. The vision of the chamber is we stay together and we develop steadily. So here is the introduction for today. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Guo, for your presentation. We have now entered the Q&A session. If you have any questions for the Thai-Chinese Rayong Industrial Zone, please type it in the Q&A box. Here's a question from the floor. For Rayong, what are the unique incentives that could be benefit by Chinese manufacturers in the park?
Unique incentive if compared to other industrial zone didn't participate in the webinar, I will say we can got a 1 year additional CIT exemption. But compared to WHA and Amada City Layong, I would say, unfortunately, didn't. Because before 2015, Thailand is area basics incentive. But after 2015, Thailand changed its policy. It changed to activity-based incentive. So the unique incentives is based on what product are you doing and what process you are gonna expand in Thailand. So, Thai Chinese, WHA, Amada City is almost has the same incentive. Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Guo. So here we have another questions. How much is the rent starting?
You mean the renting factory, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, our quotation for renting factory is about 220 baht per month per square meters.
Okay, thank you. And what are the industries Thailand government wants to grow or expand in the coming 5 years?
It includes a lot of aspects. For example, medical and human research, R&D, and the food industrial.
Okay. And any price advantages for Chinese enterprise compared to other industrial parks?
Any price advantages? I'd like to say price is just a part of the total solution for invest overseas. So price is never an advantage for all the investors because all the investors wanted to cheaper and cheaper. So maybe we will consider more other aspects. For example, why do you want to expand your business in Thailand, and what kind of support do you need during settle down overseas?
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, so here's the one last question. Is there any incentive offered by the local governments for overseas manufacturers interested in setting up factories in the industrial park?
Okay, I will introduce. First of all, the incentives including duty incentives and the non-duty incentive. Duty incentives including CIT exemption or deduction, and exemption of duty machinery for import to Thailand, and raw material duty exemption for import to Thailand for production, export to other countries.
Okay, thank you. And here's the one last question. What is CIT?
Corporate income tax.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Guo. Next, may I invite Ms. Ladda, Vice President, Industrial Land and Building Customer Development, WHA Corporation, to give her presentation. Ms. Ladda, please.
Okay. สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you, Hong Kong Trade Development Council and Federation of Hong Kong Industry, to invite our company WHA to join this distinguished occasion to present about our company and the business opportunity and manufacturing expansion in Thailand. First of all, WHA, as you can see now, that we are the company that I would like to explain that we have, I myself, first of all, I would like to tell you that my name is Ladda. I'm the Vice President of the Industrial Land and Building Customer Development of WHA. Actually, I'm in the part of number 2, WHA Industrial Development Public Company Limited, and our parent company is WHA Corporation, as you can see in number 1. And then number 3, the business is WHA Utilities and Power, also listed company. So from number 1, 2, 3, you can see that our group company have 3 companies that are listed in the stock exchange of Thailand. And number 4, our chairman has that right now the digital platform, digital transformation. So we have another new hub that we so-called WHA Internet Company Limited. As you can see now for our 4 hubs, you can see that the WHA Corporation, our parent company, do the big businesses in the logistics. We have developed the definition of build to suit. That means that the customer can choose the land in the WHA Industrial Development, and then our WHA build to suit team can provide tailor-made to the customer requirement, and then we can provide the long-term lease, just like 10 years, or if it is like validity at 10 years, you can be the build to own that you can buy. And then we also have the office, build to suit office as well. So now the WHA Corporation already developed about 2.3 million square meters. The second one is about WHA Industrial Development, that I can say that our company is the biggest industrial estate developer in Thailand. There are about 10 industrial estates in Thailand now that we develop, and mostly are developed in the EEC area, Eastern Economic Corridor, mainly are in Chonburi Province and Rayong Province. And you can see that from the 10 industrial estates that I will explain later. And then we have WHA Utilities and Power, because we develop industrial estate. We have our own water treatment plant and wastewater treatment plant. That's why we have the water supply like 29 million cubic meters that we do supply service to our customer. Moreover, we also the part and minority shareholder of the power, that we are the joint venture with the Gulf Energy. This is the biggest private power producer in Thailand. There are about 11 projects in our industrial estate that provide the electricity, including the steam, to customers. So now our company, WHA, that you can see that from 1988, actually WHA Industrial Development, we used to formerly known as Hemaran. And the company was listed in 1992, and then 2015 we are acquired by the WHA Corporation and merged to be under the WHA Group. And then we are renamed WHA Industrial Development in 2018. From here you can see that, as I told you earlier about our company, that now we are the biggest. There are about 48,000 rice, or about 19,000 acres, or about 7,824 hectares that we develop, and we still have the land bank. Now there are about 829 customers, and we have the contract about 1,253. This means that we have the repeat customer who are still with us from the word of mouth, and we are very confident in our service that we can so-call as our company motto, total solution your ultimate solution partner. Besides, we also have the new industrial estate in Vietnam. And now you can see from here that from our customer, the total that we have mostly are automotive, about 33%, and then followed by consumer product, 15%. And here you can see that our Japanese customers are the most, but you can see that Thailand 18%, and then we have like China 9%, which is very steep up last year. And then we also have last year 2 Hong Kong customers as well. Here are our location that I would like to show here. That blue one is in Chonburi and the yellow one is in Rayong. This is the location that near to the Land Chabang Deep Seaport. That's our location of industrial estate. Here is our ready-built factory that also we have the ready-built warehouse that we all have the general industrial zone and including the free zone as well. So this is the kind that customer can start the business with us from the small lease factory, and then you can expand in the future and we can have the land for the customer to select to build the factory. These are our infrastructure that I can show because we are quite limited time that we can show here the substation, including the power plant. And we also have our conference room for the customer. Also IEAT, Industrial Estate Authority of Thailand office is in our office as well to expedite the permit of operation for our customer and no need to go to Bangkok. And we also have the safety that we can, safety team that we can provide any emergency 24-hour service. And this is our commercial area that have banks, restaurant, and convenience store and other like office as well. So these are our industrial estate and our customer list here. And at the end, I would like to have you that can scan our QR code that you can have our presentation today. And in case you would like to contact us, you can have this website to look at us and get more further information. Thank you. Khop kun ka.
Thank you, Ms. Ladda. We have now entered the Q&A session. If you have any questions for WHA, please type it in the Q&A box. Here's a question from the floor. WHA specializes in utilities and power. Do you have advantage in your industrial parks regarding energy and power stabilities? Any price advantages?
Yes, as you know that actually most people will use the power from the government. We have to apply with the PEA, Provincial Electricity Authority of Thailand. But because we have our own power producer, SPP and IPP, small power producer and IPP. So in case the customer will have the volume that we get the concession to sell 90% to the PEA, and then we'll have the balance at about 10% of our capacity to provide to customer. Then we can talk with the customer for the volume that they would like to use, and that's why we can give like the discount from the lease of the official from the PEA. But I cannot tell because it depends on the volume that how much that we can get discount. Designed for the customer who looks for, because of the power plant, they will have the steam that they can have the steam pipe to provide for the customer who would like to use steam as well. So this is our advantage for the customer.
Thank you, Ms. Ladda. When will your Vietnam park be operational? And what would be the indicative rent for a 5,000 square meter factory? How would that compare with your park in Thailand? Thank you.
Okay. Actually, in Vietnam, our industrial estate park in Vietnam, we only have the land for lease. But for the factory in Thailand, in Thailand is the same that our price place is between 200 to 20 baht per month per square meters. What I would like to say why, because it depends on the size of the factory that we have to further discuss as well.
Okay, thank you. Can you share more on the community services, for example, residential, social facilities, and also infrastructure facilities offered by or near the park?
Actually, I think we are the same as Rayong that they the sorry China, that we are the same as Amata, that we have the nearby, just like we have Patana Golf Club that are our partner, because Patana Golf Club will provide the residents as well. And it is our customer who have their own factory in our industrial estate. And the nearby, there will be the Robinson department stores, Big C, or this is the kind of super store. And then there will be the Lotus and also the school. There are many international schools nearby, including the Thai reputable school that include the English program as well.
Thank you.
Besides for the residential, there are many like the new hotel, including the resort hotel and also the condominium for the even the local high middle management or the foreigner to stay. Yeah.
Thank you. Since that WHA offers comprehensive service, would you have a team who we can consult on how to get certificates of origin so it complies with our US customers?
Oh. Certificate of origin is very, very hard to say because now I can say it's a wrong story and maybe we can get because it will depend on certificate of origin we can help, but the customer also have to support to how to say collaborate with us as well, because lately there are very strict rules for the China and US trade that they require such of the certificate of origin. It means that you have to start your business from the beginning because they will look at your product that at least 40% that you have to be locally, I mean in Thailand, to have your raw mat, not import. This is the key issue that I think we have to talk in detail for the one who have such kind that would like to know in detail, because we have to understand what the product is as well.
What are the labor situations in Thailand compared to other ASEAN countries? Is it hard to recruit Thai workers? Any assistance from the industrial park or local government?
Okay. For the labor situation in Thailand now, if you compare to other Asia, if you compare like Vietnam, I can say that it's different because in Vietnam, maybe it's cheaper, or in Myanmar, or in Laos, or Cambodia. But if you are looking for the skilled laborers, that we are plenty of skilled labor for automotive, and even right now the booming of the business, just like electronics, medicals, or packaging, food. And we can say that Thailand's skilled labor is very good. We have many customers that say that even for the Japanese, they say that the precision, Thailand has a good quality of skilled laborers. That is the difference. However, it is not hard to recruit because now, as you know, due to the COVID, we face the problem of some automotive that is shrink down, and people also in Thailand, the agriculture price is decreased as well. That is why I can say that some farmers would like to go to the factory to work more to get more earning because of the price of agriculture. So it is not difficult to find. In fact, some people say that Thailand has less population, but there are other ways that you can find, just like not how to say middle skill laborers that you can find like the Myanmar or Laos or Vietnam labor that you can also hire in Thailand. You can have some contract to help you in this as well.
Thank you, and thank you WHA Corporation. Next, may I invite Amata Group to give their presentation, please.
Hello, I'm Ryan from Amata. I'm actually not Thai. I'm from Vancouver, Canada originally. I've been living in Thailand for 5 years and working with Amata for 4. I'm a marketing executive on the team here at Amata, and I will be giving our presentation for the first 5 minutes. And after I finish, I'll be handing over to Amata's Chief Marketing Officer and Managing Director of Amata City Rayong, Kunvibun Kramadit. So let me start with the presentation. And also please let me give our thanks for the Hong Kong Trade Development Council and for the invitation to participate in today's presentation, along with the Federation of Hong Kong Industries. Okay, let me share screen. Okay. So I'll just talk a little bit now about Amata. We were founded and listed on the Stock Exchange of Thailand in 1989. Currently, we have over 1,300 factories and over a total workforce of over 300,000 workers. Our founder and CEO is Kunvikram Kramadit, and we have 32 affiliated companies that all contribute to providing world-class service and facilities to our existing customers. If we look at our 2 industrial cities in Thailand, the first is Amata City Chonburi. This is our flagship estate. Presently, it has 769 factories and a total employee number of 180,000, located on about 27,000 rai of land. The industries in Amata City Chonburi are mostly related to automotive, but also steel, metal, plastic, and rubber, as well as electronics and food and beverage, logistics, and so on. Most of our customers in Amata City Chonburi are Japanese, but also Thai and European. The second of our estates, also located in the Eastern Economic Corridor of Thailand, is Amata City Rayong, which is where my Amata City, the Rayong Industrial Chinese spoke about earlier. There we have 369 tenants on 16,800 rai of land and an employee number of around and over 50,000. There the industries are also automotive, but mostly steel, metal, plastic, and rubber. And likewise with Chonburi, electronics, and also consumer products and healthcare. In Amata City Rayong, we have a much higher percentage of Chinese factories, as well as Japanese and Thai and European. So as you can see, one of the big benefits of Amata cities is our location, whether it's Amata City Chonburi, which is less than 1 hour drive from Bangkok, or Amata City Rayong, which is less than 30 kilometers from Lam Shabang Deep Seaport. You have prime location to major air and seaports with Amata. As an industrial city, of course, customers must have reliable infrastructure and utilities. And so Amata provides world-class, reliable electricity, water supply, natural gas, roads and wastewater treatment services. We also have our data center park with 2 service providers there already. We offer also free zones for those factories that are mostly export related, so they can not have, they have duty, no tax on import of raw materials for their manufacturing process. We have residential facilities as well, whether it's on our golf course, the Fairway Villas, or a mansion, Amata Mansion as well. And schools for whether it's kindergarten, grade 1 through grade 12, international school, as well as vocational training at Thai German Institute. So we have a strong commitment to education and ensuring that our factories have the skilled workforce they need to support their successful operations. As well as healthcare for existing workers. So we have our 130-bed international hospital here in Amata City, Chonburi, and this will be also being developed in Amata City, Rayong as well. Shopping as well. So yeah, the Tesco Lotus Plus Mall, financial street for banking. So basically, not just an industrial estate, but industrial city. Why? Because we want our workers to have all of the things they need outside of work to successful and have a thriving life for themselves and for their families. Part of that too is for our Mata Spring Country Club. This was voted best course on the Asian Tour for 4 years in a row. And it's a world-class golf club right inside of the Amata Industrial Estate. We also offer several on-site services to support our customers, whether for the Industrial Estate Authority of Thailand or Customs, Immigration, and also Gear Foundation helps recruit vocational students. On-site services also include waste management, fire prevention, and maintenance services. BOI and EEC, Eastern Economic Corridor tax incentives, are dependent on product, and we would be happy to discuss with any of you what type of incentives that your manufacturing product may qualify for, and also introduce you, if necessary, to the BOI, Board of Investment of Thailand, so you can have further discussion about what types of incentives that your company may qualify for here in Thailand. Here are some of the factories and companies that we have inside of Amata. Basically, if I think you saw Kunvibun earlier, this is, you can see Amata City. And if I can just show you where Kunvibun is, let's see. Basically, this is where Kunvibun is here in the golf, the villas here in the Amata City golf course. But what you see behind is Amata City Chonburi and the 769 factories right up to the horizon. So it is a fairly large industrial estate. And so what we're looking at now is coming in the future and from this year is our smart city vision, not just for Thailand, but also in our new projects in Vietnam, Halong area, and Laos and Myanmar. Our CEO, Kun Vikram, has said Amata is ready to transform into Thailand's leading smart city, and that's to be self-reliant, energy efficient city with renewable energy sources and sustainable environment management. So we have some slides on this. This is Amata City Chonburi. And so the two zones would be Yokohama and International Smart City Zone. So the second Yokohama City is in partnership with Yokohama City, Japan. And this development is already started, would be mixed use district in concept. And right now we already have, as you can see in the bottom right of this screen, our Nico 4-star hotel, just not far adjacent to our golf course here, as well as the expansion project for Nico. And we have Amata Nanjing Smart City. The MOU has been signed, and this will also be a mixed-use land development concept, as well as Amata Taipei Smart City. And so the idea is that all of these smart city concepts and the practices that we bring will also be applied to our other industrial cities, both in Thailand and in our surrounding ASEAN neighbors. And then as well as the Amata Hong Kong city. So Amata Smart Cities provide the infrastructure, access to local and global markets and logistical hubs best suited for your unique business needs. All right, thank you. And with that, I'd like to hand it over to my Managing Director, Kun Vibun, who will answer your questions. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Sir Ryan. Yes, and then it's my turn.
Thank you, Amata Group. So we have now entered the Q&A session. If you have any questions for Amata, please type it in the Q&A box. Here's a question from the floor. When will your new projects in Vietnam, Myanmar, etc. be ready? And what will be the indicative rent?
Okay, that is the project in Vietnam as will be already start. Like you say in the south, that is Amata Vietnam Long Ton, and the even though Amata Long Ton already start, and this how long that is latest that is next month. Myanmar also that is next month. And there's the rent that is up to the scale. up to the scale of the land that is you need it. But the starting that is as around $100 something for 1 square meter as with the 50 years something as rent. It's a 50 year, that is the term, and then that is can be extended. It's up to the negotiate. Okay, that is the answer. Okay.
Yeah. So FHKI and Amata signed a MOU regarding the industrial park development. So are there any special incentives offering to Hong Kong tenants?
Okay, for me that is I can commit that is you will got the special discount, and you can contact to me directly, or even though to my team, that is the marketing team, and I would like to give my phone number is 081 913 0007. That is my line. Yeah, if I didn't receive your call, please send the message to me immediately. After I receive the message, I will call back to you immediately. That is I commit. That is my promise. Okay.
Thank you. For your smart cities, is there any incentives for moving our R&D to there?
Of course, R&D is one of our government is would like to support, and then that is as you know that is you got is from the government. It's not from Amata, but from Amata you will got is the special price of land combined together. Okay, that is the thing that is I can commit to you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So there are many topics under the theme Smart City. What are the technologies in focus, and what are the biggest problems intended to solve?
The smart city, that is the that is our thing. That is just only is the high technology and such as this R&D, and then that is the business that is environment friendly. Yes, that is in the smart city. The problem for us is I thinking is now is no, just only action first and then talk after. The problem is no action and then talk only. That is a problem. But it's Amata, as it's a private sector, we action first. Until now, that is I still didn't see as the problem. Yes, we have, but we can solve it. Not difficult at all. Yeah, in terms of the government, just only that is now I'm looking for the investor, and the problem for us again that is COVID-19. That is my big problem. That is the investor cannot come to visit us.
Okay. So what are the leasing terms for the park?
Normally that is I will have is a two. Number one, that is a freehold. Number two, that is a leasehold. Leasehold, exactly that is I will is still that is in our consideration. In our consideration also, that is what should be, that is for the lease term. But this in our our experience, that is I already done, that is with this hotel, that is I leasing, that is 99 year, 50 plus 49, and then the price I would like to say that is I can negotiate. Nothing impossible in Amata. That's the thing that this I can commit to you. Otherwise, over than 1,000 factory, how to stay over here, right? That is the point. Yeah, come to negotiate with me, and then nothing impossible.
Okay, thank you. So what kind of Hong Kong companies are you looking for in the smart city project?
Any company, but it should be it's a environment friendly. It should be it's a high technology. Yes, welcome. We are welcome.
Okay. So are there any more questions for Amata Group?
And now I'm present and answer all the question. That is, I'm sitting in the golf course at the background of me. That is the existing one. It's a golf course in our city. I don't want to say that this is an industrial estate. We are the city because we have all the utility and facility, and all of these, that is most of them stand. It's belong to Amata.
Okay, thank you, Amata Group. Ladies and gentlemen, this marks the end of today's webinar. Thank you again, our speakers from Thai Chinese Rayong Industrial Zone, WHA Corporation, and Amata Group for the insightful sharing and practical advices today. We hope you all find the event fruitful. Thank you and see you next time.
Thank you, Kap. Thank you, Kap. And
Thank you, Cap.
chairman and the director and the manager, HKTDC.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and hope to see you in Thailand very soon.
Thank you all.
Kap.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kap. Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody.
ทุกท่านอีกนะครับ
ฮะเฮ้ยมันไอ้นั่นดีว่ะ